Which twin is more handsome? Welcome to What You Doing. I'm Ros Gold Onwude, and today we have two guests at the same time. We have the Lopez twins, Brook and Robin Lopez. What's up, guys? What you doing?
What's going on?
How's it going?
You guys are twins, and it's pretty cool. You're on the same NBA team, the Milwaukee Bucks, but you actually live together in Milwaukee. So first of all, why?
Who wants to answer that one?
Go for it.
Well, so I think a lot of people are aware of my cat, Prince Edward. Muppet's not a huge fan of him. Muppet's my dog. He's back there. I have a cat named Prince Edward, and I've had him since my second year in the league. Great cat. He loves being around people. And Brook managed to get a cat, like his fourth year in the league or something.
Before that.
I don't think so. But anyway, long story short, they do not get along, and they do not permit us to live together.
Okay, so it's the cats that are holding you guys back.
The cats have beef, and they will not let us live together.
Okay, so then, Brook, how much is the quarantine, at least, is it bringing you guys together virtually? Like, how often do you guys keep up during this quarantine?
We keep up in our own way. I don't know if it's really directly, but we do Zoom with friends, and I'm the sucker that paid for like the subscription and everything so we can have the longer meetings with everyone. He didn't pay for it, so I'll set up.
You're making how much more than me this year? So I think you can handle a Zoom subscription.
Stop. Anyway, what I noticed is that when I set up the meetings, he's usually the first one like in the waiting room to get in. And I know like maybe that's because of my friends, but there's something deep there that must be because of me too. And then I accept everyone else in first and I make them wait a little bit.
It's the least amount of power that's ever gone to somebody's head. The least amount of power.
I just buy it too.
But perhaps, and please correct me if I'm wrong, maybe this is also a part of Brook being the older twin. Now, Brook is older by a minute. Robin, does Brook often put out action that shows he's the big brother?
He lords it over me all the time. You know, I don't think there's been a single practice where he hasn't brought it up with that.
I can't really recall doing this. It just must come out. And
Check with Bud.
Maybe subtle different ways, because I don't say it, but I do start. You know, I probably play more minutes. You know, I think most people on the team like me more. Banks likes me more, for sure. The fans probably like me more. I mean, it's not even a close contest. This is the first time I'm actually saying this stuff. He's felt it the whole time. This is the first time I'm saying it, and we know it's all true.
Does Coach Bud treat you guys differently? Or does he try to coach you at the same time together, or you guys are just separate entities on the team?
I think Coach Bud's a little part of getting the rivalry going. He says he doesn't really like it and he doesn't want it to interfere with team dynamics or any of our goals. But he's always the one out there when we scrimmage at the end of practice and everything. It's always Robin's guarding Brook, Brook's guarding Robin. How does he think that's going to go, honestly?
Right, but let's start with your first coach. Before we get to Coach Bud, let's talk about mom, family. It wasn't just you two at home. You also had two other brothers. So mom was kind of bringing up 4 big boys. What was it like in your house, especially around food or clothing with all of you boys?
Well, we were always the youngest by a decent amount. So I like to envision her kind of as the wrangler on a ranch. But in reality, not saying she didn't do a lot, but I remember our eldest brother, Alex, pitching in quite a bit. He was always a dutiful older brother. Not that Chris wasn't, but Chris was always more of a troublemaker with us, I think.
How did you guys dress? Was it like twinsies, or it was really important to look different?
So No, okay, yeah. So our mom actually, she preferred to dress us more individually. Look at you. See, you're loving it right now. My mom didn't exactly love it and I will say I'll look at those pictures and even I have a tough time telling who's who.
So you're identical. And I read an article, mom sometimes would put blue for Brooke and red for Robin.
Yes.
I'm curious, how did Halloween costumes go? Were you guys like duos on Halloween costumes, or, what were the best? Were there tandem costumes for Halloween?
So she would do red for Robin and blue for Brooke. And it kind of got flipped on Halloween one year because one year we were the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But I liked the Red Ranger. The Black Ranger was my favorite, but his costume was sold out. So I was the Red Ranger because red was my favorite color. And then Robin was the Blue Ranger because blue was his favorite color, and he's also a dork like Billy.
Billy is awesome.
So it worked perfectly. He's a nerd just like Billy, so it was perfect. But I mean, it totally inverted the Robin Red, Brooke Blue thing.
It changed everything forever from that point on.
That was, kind of that linchpin moment that just where everything...
Watershed.
Are there any kind of crazy stories about, tricking people into thinking one of you is the other, or?
We tried that twice in school, in elementary school. We did it in first grade, and we got to school early. We always did because our mother was a teacher as well, so she had to get to class. And one teacher saw us, so we switched shirts, we switched pants, we switched shoes, everything. And we went to each other's classes for the day. And I guess I didn't do quite a great job of aping Brooke's tendencies because his teacher was able to tell that I was not Brooke. Whereas my teacher, Miss Les, was completely fooled, I guess.
Oh, wow. Maybe this says more about acting skills. Or the...
It does. Yeah, I mean, just across the board. I was successful and Robin failed. That's kind of, as you keep going through everything, you're going to realize, that that's kind of the prevalent theme throughout all this.
Oh my gosh, be nice, Brooke. But actually, so looking at you, you can tell right away which one is which because Robin's got the hair, Brooke's kind of got more clean shaven. As you were growing up, how did it become important to you to make sure to differentiate yourself so people not only visually but also you felt different than your twin?
I don't think there was ever a distinct decision where I said I'm going to be the shaggy haired twin. I really think it was just one day in 7th or 8th grade, I want to say, when my mom was going to take us both to the barber and I just decided not to go. And I would make occasional visits to barbers in the next couple years. That kind of tapered off a little bit, pun intended, I suppose. But I think that was the genesis of the look you see today. And it's a look that everybody across the country is kind of replicating at this moment in time.
You were at the front of the wave with the hair and the textured big hair. Absolutely.
I was. Thank you.
Now, so basketball-wise, it's such a blessing. It's incredible, that not only one, but two brothers and then twins at that were able to make professional NBA basketball careers. And you've both made very respectable, successful basketball careers, certainly with your own trajectories. How did you guys handle being compared in basketball?
That's a good question. I feel like that's something that by the point we had gotten to the NBA, we were already used to that. That was something we were already accustomed to. So I think when we heard it, we really didn't give two thoughts about it.
Brooke, what's one thing Robin's better than you at in basketball?
Oh, I'll try to think of something just for you and for him too. He probably averages more fouls per minute than me. If we look that up, I would absolutely bet that. He's been ejected more times for sure. I've never been ejected.
Okay.
He's in me.
So wait, who's got the bigger temper?
I have the quicker temper. I think Brook has the bigger temper. I don't think I'm wrong about that.
But he's shown both quick and big tempers more than I really ever have.
Lopez out of Stanford. Oh, he just got tapped. Robin Lopez has lost his mind. Robin, relax.
What's one basketball thing that Brook's better than your game?
I will give some credit. You know, I haven't seen him play consistently for a long time, so that's been a lot of fun seeing him play night in, night out in Milwaukee. It's impressive how he takes the ball from the perimeter to the basket to score. He kind of does. It's weird to see him beat people off the dribble because neither of us are quick. I don't know if it's akin to some kind of baseball pitcher's changeup or something where he's moving so slow the defender just doesn't know what to anticipate. He's somehow able to get by the guy and score. It seems like it goes against all laws of physics.
Brook was already on the Milwaukee Bucks before you got there, Robin. So when you arrived on the Bucks, did Brook help you with learning the playbook?
Not at all. Not at all. He knows he has a target on his back. He's not trying to help me out at all.
For real? Did he help you with the playbook?
A little bit here and there, yeah. The staff was very great about, just making sure we play basketball. So the playbook, once it's figured out, isn't too difficult, and he's been helpful with that.
I know you guys often play tandem for each other. How do you help each other in season on the same team?
I think he has a year of experience in the system, particularly with defensive schemes. Bro likes to get funky with a lot of schemes here and there for specific teams. And Brook's been very helpful in those situations.
Okay, cool. And Brook, how has Robin helped you?
It's actually, it's been a good experience because he does fit in with our team's defensive mindset especially. Seeing what he does out there, obviously he does a lot of the dirty work, the stuff some people don't want to do. Protecting the baskets, obviously a big thing of what we do, and he does that in spades. And it's great just to see him go out there, and he always has people's backs, regardless of whatever the situation is. He's always out there, and really he buys in that Bucks DNA really well.
That's what's up. So there's two pairs of brothers on the Bucks. They're not twins, but also brothers. Is there like a quiet rivalry between you guys and the Antetokounmpo brothers?
I don't know how quiet it could be with all the wrestling matches we've had pregame.
Wait, with the brothers or with the mascots pregame?
Oh no, with the brothers. It's generally it's between myself, Wesley, and usually Giannis. Sometimes TA gets in there, and those are some of the few times where Brook has actually had my back when he sees Giannis beating the snot out of me.
When it comes down to it and I really need to be there, I show up.
He's the big brother.
Have you guys ever accidentally hurt somebody playing around that physical?
We have not.
Good.
Nice.
God forbid. You guys' game antics are notorious. Are there any other twins in life growing up, and they could be in sports or out of sports, that you guys have thought are cool or maybe admired, like the Olsen twins, the Collins twins?
We got to shout out the Collins twins, of course.
Definitely, yeah.
Our older brother played against them back in high school and on the traveling circuit, so we've always admired Jason and Jaron. Other pairs of twins. The first thing that came to mind for me was Haley Mills in The Parent Trap. I know a lot of people would say Lindsay Lohan, but Haley Mills in The Parent Trap for me too.
Okay, cool. That was a classic movie, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just coming back to the team. So, quarantine right now. Who's that teammate that's always kind of just checking in, making sure the team's connected? Who's that guy on the team?
I think for both of us, Thanasis is always checking in. I played with him when I was in New York, and we have a wonderful team top to bottom, but TA is always he's such a great guy, always checking in. And I know we share a lot of common interests with them, both Brook and myself.
Like what?
Was
Cartoons.
a follow-up question? Where are you, Robin?
What's going on here? Cartoons, comic books, theme parks. I think he went to Disney World twice with us this year, Brook. Yeah, both times we were in Orlando.
Whoa. So, okay, when you were in Orlando, who was the crew that went to Disney World with you? Was it just Giannis?
No, we had a whole Buck staff.
Yeah, we had staff, a few players.
Which players?
DJ was there.
He was there. DJ. Was Wes there? I'm trying to think.
Wes was not there. Wes will not go to Disney World with me. I've tried for years to get Wes to go to a Disney park with me, and he will not do it.
Someone was there. I'll remember. There was a third person and staff. Yeah, like strength and conditioning people, media.
Wow.
We have a nice little contingent whenever we go.
So
We're gonna have to invite you to come along at some point.
I'm so excited. I mean, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember back at Stanford when there was I remember actually hearing when I was still on the women's team and you guys are on the men's team that there were whispers the Lopez twins disappeared. And then
maybe 24, 36 hours.
They found
Did you hear the genesis of that?
No, I have no idea. Tell me about the story. I didn't even know if it was true or not.
That was sophomore year, right, Brooke?
Yeah.
That was sophomore year, and we went to one of Brooke's friends' birthday parties. It was a midnight birthday party, of course, as they always are in college. And the party ended. It was on its last dying embers. It ended, and we were getting in the car, and one of our friends said, "I really want to go to Denny's now." And then somebody else said, "I want to go to Disneyland." And Brooke and I looked at him and said, "You just said that to the wrong two people in the world." And then the other friend said, "I want to go to Denny's." And Brooke says, "That's okay. There's a Denny's across the street from Disneyland." So we went back to Brooke's dorm.
Stanford.
Yes, we went upstairs. Brook and his roommate had some classwork to do, so they got their laptops, they got some books to bring for the road trip. We hopped in the car, and we passed by a friend of mine, Alexis, and she said, where are you guys going right now?" We said, "Disneyland." She said, "Oh, you guys." And we hopped in the car, and we drove all the way down to Disneyland.
This is during the basketball season, the college basketball season.
This was just before, I think.
Just before. You were practicing.
We were practicing. We were practicing.
I remember on campus, it was like, yo, the Lopez twins disappeared. And then it turned out y'all were in Disneyland. This is your Rodman Vegas story.
This is. Right. It couldn't be more fitting.
Yeah, that's very true.
So now, obviously, you've heard that the NBA is exploring the option of playing games at Disney World and lodging the players there. What's your initial reaction to this?
I've only had one major reaction, and that's we have got to stay at the Polynesian Village Resort. That's my one demand.
Is that like the Four Seasons of all the hotels on Disney?
It is one of the nicer ones. It's the word opponent. I wanted to be intelligent, no, I'm not intelligent. It's obviously a Polynesian tiki themed resort. Very nice. There's these nice waterfront cabanas.
What are the pros and cons of possibly having a season play out on Disney World's resort?
It sounded so ridiculous the first time I heard it, but actually kind of thinking about it for a little bit, there's so many resorts over there for, NBA staff, each individual team. I feel like they keep their distance from one another if they had to. You have a decent amount of arenas around the area. I know Disney has one on site, and then there's all the colleges, universities, the Magic have their arena. Seems like it's something that could actually work out.
Since you guys are so familiar with Disney World, if you were to give advice to Adam Silver about how to proceed there, like what advice would you give Adam?
I think it's in the Bible. I think it's something like, first thing we do is we get rid of all mascots. I might be paraphrasing, but Disney has all these awesome characters. We have these ridiculous mascots. I say, why don't we just do some kind of creator switch?
I know you're not big on the mascots, but of course, what is the mascot of the Bucks again? Benny or something?
Bango. Bango is my dude. That's my guy. Bango is in my entourage. Bango is coming along wherever we go.
Favorite Disney character?
Tigger.
Goofy and Robin Hood.
Is it because Robin is your name?
Yes. So you know what? He's also suave. He's devilishly handsome. I mean, he's literally a fox. Mm-hmm. You can't go wrong with the guy. He's a man's man and a hero's hero.
Guys, a serious moment, like honest. How distant does the NBA season feel right now?
That's hard to say. We've been staying in touch with everybody. We've been doing workouts daily. So if we're ready to start whenever it seems plausible. You know, with all the news you hear, it seems like it might be a little bit ways away, but we're still working out. We're still taking it day by day as if we're going to resume this season. And for the Bucks, we're trying to take that next step to get to the playoffs and win some games.
I'm talking to two players on a team that really legit, genuinely has an opportunity to win a championship this year. So this break for you might be handled a little differently than others, just because it's like you've really got to stay alert. You've really got to stay, in case it does come back, you don't want to miss this opportunity. Brook, if the season does come back, do you think that you guys would be able to hit that same steamrolling pace that you were on, or would it take some time?
I think, and I'm definitely an optimist, but I do think that the way our team is structured, how we get along, the continuity we've had through the beginning of last season, and the work we've been getting in the past month or month and a half or whatever, I think we've done pretty much what we can, and we have the sort of character and DNA to help us as much as possible when it starts back up and that first foot hits the ground, that we'll be off and running in the best shape possible. I think we're so lucky and blessed that all the players on our team get along the way they do, both on and off the court, and everyone's bought into our system so much on the offensive and defensive sides that really once we get going again, we'll be lucky that I feel like we'll pick up where we left off.
Has Giannis done anything in particular to continue to motivate the team during this time?
Giannis is so great in that he does lead vocally and lead by example. And the best thing that Giannis has been doing right now is he's been in every day getting work in. He's obviously been responsible about treating this pandemic in the right way and protecting his family and friends and everything. But, he's obviously been working as well. And when you have such a hard worker as Giannis, probably the hardest worker, toughest guy I've met, in my time in the league, and seeing the things he does every night and how he still comes in each and every day hungry, it just trickles down and affects everyone on the team.
When basketball's all said and done, do you see yourselves working together after this?
In some capacity, yeah, I think so. I mentioned it jokingly earlier, but Brook, he loves to write. I like to doodle a little bit. I think we both like to think of ourselves as creative people, whether or not that's a earned adjective. But I'd love to do something in cartooning, maybe where I'm doing the drawing, Brook's writing. I think that I'd be really happy doing that after basketball.
Yeah, I feel the same way. You know, we've always kind of imagined that once we were done with the NBA, we'd love to do something creative. You know, like you said, doing a comic or a graphic novel. You know, I'd love to write, you know, some books myself, fiction in the vein of like Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, stuff like that. A lot of world building and everything. And then between the two of us, we've always wanted to be Imagineers as well. You know, obviously we're big Disney fans, big park fans. And so the guys who create all the magic in the parks, create the attractions and the theming and tell all the stories are Imagineers. And so that's something we've always envisioned doing down the line when we're done.
I would totally go to Lopez Land. Like, you know, all the attractions, not the mascots, the characters that would be there.
Yeah. Get a lifetime pass.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Every What You Doing ends with a challenge. And for you two Lopez twins, we are going to give you a twins challenge. Ooh.
Naturally.
So what you're going to do, I'm going to say something and you're going to say which twin it is, but you're going to do it by pointing. So you're going to close your eyes. You can't see each other's answer. Don't close your eyes yet. Don't close your eyes.
Okay, I was just practicing.
I'm imagining.
Were you practicing too? Yeah, we okay. I guess we're both very visual.
Yes. That is so cute too, but okay. When I say something, if it refers to you, point to yourself. And if you think it goes to the other twin, point to him. Okay?
Gotcha.
Close your eyes. All right. Which twin is older? That was an easy one.
Yeah, I'm confident now.
Which twin is the better dancer?
I know where he's pointing and he's wrong.
Which twin was mom nicer to?
Ooh.
If it was a comic book series, which twin would be the evil twin? You need an answer. Okay. Which twin is more handsome? Which twin is better at basketball? You guys suck at this game. Okay, here we go. A few more. Which twin is more outgoing? Okay. Which twin is smarter? Which twin is messier? Okay.
I hope he owned up on that one.
He actually did. He did. That was. When you see this, it's going to be funny. Which twin falls in love faster? Aww.
What happened? What happened?
It was you, Brooke.
Me too?
Yeah. That'll be another story to tell another time. All right, we've got the last four here. Which twin cried more as a kid?
Ooh. I'm going to say...
Okay, y'all got that one together. Robin, you're the crybaby.
I think I was.
All right, which twin spends more money?
That contract.
It wasn't which twin has more money, it's who spends.
Right.
All right, which twin apologizes first after a fight?
Oh, I don't know. That might be a not applicable. I don't know if we apologize.
We don't really apologize. We kind of just like sit and fester for a little bit, and then like everything goes back to normal.
All right, last one. Which twin is the better cook?
Oh.
Brooke needs some time on this one. Okay.
I've seen Brooke botch a package of Easy Mac. I mean, there's only one solution to this answer.
I'm not the brother that poured the milk before the cereal.
He used to pay me to bake a ramen for him.
That's not true.
That is true.
It's not true.
Robin?
Yeah, ramen.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, guys, that was the twin challenge. Yay!
Yay!
You're both winners.
We all won. Everyone won doing that.
Bye, Mother.
1-1. Well, it's so nice to see you guys during quarantine, and thank you for me on what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
What you're doing is definitely a family-friendly show.
That's right. All the time.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.